We were just debating, Mick, the future of Celtic, Martin O'Neill. In your eyes, any chance he'll still be here next season?
Well, we managed to have a wee word with Martin for the daily newspapers as well. So we've got a wee bit with Martin for Monday's daily records. You have to hold tight. So I'm not going to tell you what he says. I'm going to tease you. So go out and buy an old-fashioned paper on Monday morning.
Quite right, Mick.
So they are still available, by the way, from some news units. But it'll be online. It will be online as well. But yeah, so we chatted about it, and that was the question that we put to him. Listen, I'm not revealing any secrets, but it's an interesting one because Martin, he never says never. You know what I mean? So it's always it's more than reasonably likely to be my last game. I said this on Friday. Then you go, what does more than reasonably probably maybe mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, Celtic need a new manager in the summer. I mean, I think it's something that's. Well, listen, I wouldn't write Martin off. But I don't think it's fair on him. I mean, a man at his age, this season will take his toll on him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's looked at it. I actually thought yesterday at Lennoxtown, I thought he looked a bit jaded, a bit weary. And I said to him, I know the feeling. I've got 30 years on him, and I feel jaded and weary after a long season, just watching and writing.
I just felt, Mike, I felt today would be a really good, and maybe wait to the cup final. But if in terms of a mic drop moment, that could have been it today, and he didn't drop the mic. And no. he didn't. There was no. I just felt he might have made it clear today, guys. This has been surreal. This has been beyond sort of my biggest romantic notion, but it's happened. The title's been delivered, but he's been asked repeatedly after the game today, "Is this it? Could you go again next year?" He's really, really vague with all the answers that I've seen so far. So. I think that's still in play. I think the possibility is still in play.
I don't think he's closing the doors. Put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's a hard shift. It's been a hard shift.
Yeah.
And I think not only that. I think he got a taste of it in his first interim spell. How hard it can be in terms of physically because of the European commitments when it was week to week in Europe as well. I think he got through that period. He said himself. He said that I knew it was only a short term thing. And at the end of that period, he was really quite tired. And then after the new year, obviously that became less in terms of the travelling and the European stuff. It was slightly easier, albeit it was still a hectic period. But I think that first half of the season is demanding. It really is physically demanding. All the travelling and all that stuff as well. So I don't know. Listen, he's he's like effervescent at times. I think after today, he want to lie in the dark room for a couple of days and then gear up for next weekend's Scottish Cup final, where he's got a date with Lenny. Just to put the final point on an incredible season. But I still suspect Celtic are going to market for a new manager.
We need to wrap up, guys, sadly. But before we do, I want each of you, starting with yourself, Pilch. I know, obviously, from a Hearts point of view, it's not the finale that they wanted. But how would you sum up this season? Still the greatest title race in our lifetimes, I guess?
Yeah, I was -2 in 1986, so I'd have to say that. But a great season without the rewards that they wanted, and ahead of schedule. No one expected this. Tony Bloom said it would be 10 years. Gone so close after a year. We touched on it earlier. There's going to be different challenges for them to overcome next season, the seasons after that. But the building blocks are there, and you wouldn't bet against it being maybe not as dramatic as this and as tight as this, but a 3-horse race more often than not could only be a good thing, I think, for all three.
Are you confident it will be that next season?
I think there's a decent chance against so many things that are up in the air. You don't know what their team's going to look like. You don't know who they're going to be up against. Might get another surprise package. You know what Motherwell going to look like next season.
Good point.
Our Hearts going to get European group stage football because finishing second, they now have to win. If they don't win one qualifier, they drop into another one. If they don't win that, they drop into the Conference League. So they're not guaranteed group stage football. They'll want it. Would it help them in the long run? Maybe, but I think after a season like this, at least, especially the fans would deserve a European campaign. So there's that much up in the air, and different things they'll have to deal with next year that haven't this year. But I think they're pretty well equipped to try and meet that challenge. Yeah.
Mick, sum it up for us. Sum up the season. How would you? I know we've got one more game to go.
I've just written something for tomorrow's in the mail. It's, listen, history is also written by the victors, and today Celtic are the victors. But I've got a feeling that there's been a shift in the tectonic plates in Scottish football this season with Hearts. I think, we're now entering a new dynamic. As Pilch said there, it's year one of a grand plan at Tynecastle. It's not going to be a linear plan that every year they're going to get stronger and stronger and stronger until they're dominating, because the way the model works is that some years they're going to get 4 or 5 brilliant players and sell them on and then start again and then get 2 or 3 aren't as good. But what I mean is they're going to be now a whole new ball game. Hearts, I think they're going to be a hard push to go as close this season, but I think they're now going to be in and around it for the foreseeable future. This is just a start for Hearts, and it's a brutally painful day for them, but I think better days are ahead. Whereas Celtic, uncertainty lies in the way. I think Hearts are on a trajectory, and they should be eventually be content that they are going that direction. Celtic, who knows? And there's so much uncertainty with Celtic. They'll enjoy today, but their future is less certain. So it's a one-off event. It was huge, and we've got a winner and a loser. But in terms of the bigger picture, who knows?